A lot of people view Vincent as the lonely artist struggling against all odds, without any help. But that's not exactly true, and I'll tell you why. Vincent actually had plenty of friends, but like many of us, he was still lonely at times. In any case, Vincent wasn't a recluse. He had close friends throughout his life and stayed in touch with other artists. His family was also an important part of his life, especially his brother Theo. Let's take a closer look at some of Vincent's friendships. If we can be certain about one thing, it's that Theo was Vincent's best friend. In a letter to his sister Wilhelmine, Vincent wrote, "If I didn't have Theo, it wouldn't be possible for me to do justice to my work. But because I have him as a friend, I believe that I'll make more progress and that things will run their course." Over a period of nearly 20 years, the brothers kept in touch by writing an enormous amount of letters. Most of the surviving letters are by Vincent, some 660 in total, and there must have been many more. Theo was Vincent's best mate, his proudest supporter, and a sympathetic ear through tough times. Their brotherly love was one of a kind. During his Dutch period, Vincent was in touch with other artists. One of his most important artistic friendships was with Anton Far Apart. Vincent had only recently decided to become an artist when he met Van Apart in Brussels in 1880. As they were in similar situations and both starting their artistic careers, their exchanges were extremely valuable. The two artists stayed in touch and occasionally visited each other, and their friendship is recorded in a 4-year-long correspondence. Check out these two pictures of women spooling yarn. In terms of subject and composition, Van Rappart's version is very similar to Vincent's. They clearly worked side by side. Unfortunately, the friendship came to an end when they had a row after Van Rappart criticized Vincent's painting The Potato Eaters. Vincent wrote to Van Rappart, "I'm even sorrier to have lost you as a friend, as you were in that exceptional period when I found you changed and improved." When Vincent moved to Paris, he met many artists and made new friends. These were certainly not your everyday crowd. Amongst them were soon-to-be famous artists like Henri de Toulouse-Lautrec, Camille Pissarro and Paul Signac, but most importantly, Émile Bernard and Paul Gauguin. After he moved to Arles, Vincent kept in touch with Gauguin and Bernard by letter. The artistic exchanges were invaluable to Vincent. He loved to discuss modern art with them, and art was hard to come by in Arles. Vincent was curious about his friends' work, so he asked them to paint each other's portrait in exchange for his own work. Bernard didn't dare. He was only 20 years old and intimidated by Gauguin, who was twice his age. So each of them sent a self-portrait featuring a sketch of the other. These works have become known as the Friends' Portraits. On this self-portrait, Bernard wrote, "For my friend Vincent," and don't miss the small sketch of Gauguin in the background. Vincent didn't only befriend other artists. When he was living in Arles, he became friends with the local postman Joseph Roulin and his family of 5. Vincent always had a hard time finding models, so it was a stroke of luck that the Roulins agreed to sit for him. The familial relationship he had with the Roulins was very dear to Vincent, as his own family lived very far away. He painted more than 20 portraits of the family, and they kept in touch even after he left Arles. After looking at his friendships, why is it so widely believed that Vincent van Gogh found it hard to stay friends with people and had a lonely life? As an artist, Vincent was fully focused on his art. He was not always easy to get on with. Friendships were a roller coaster of attraction and rejection. His self-centered behavior sometimes led to arguments. In any case, Vincent was lucky to have many friendships throughout his life.